Oh, hello. We're playing another game. Another dating sim, apparently. Because, why not? We're playing as Asagao Academy. Mm. Oh, that music, that is very anime music. This game is about people who are a lot more famous than I am, such as that guy, whose name I know. These two, those guys, I know. Okay, that's okay. I know. I've seen these people on the internet, and they're pretty famous. Um, hmm. Oh, they're saying very sexual things. Oh. Oh. Hmm. So, I'm just gonna. Oh, I have two windows open. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. 1 second. Okay, now I think I got it working, but I'm not exactly sure, so I'm gonna try just double checking again. Okay, here we go. I hope. Okay, I think I got it now. You didn't really miss much in that intro. Just a bunch of images. Very nice looking images, I might add. This person's a good artist, whoever they are. Oh, wow! There was a voice! Wow! Okay, so let's turn the volume down a bit. Let's play Chapter 1. And I don't know if I'm going to do funny voice. I'll see if I can imitate their voices. Alright. The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. Across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. He was deeply entranced in whichever article he was reading, and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. Woo! He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It'd been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't even once looked at me. Okay. Devoid of conversation, I took instead to counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22, and so forth, and over, etc., etc. Now and again I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes the smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Is that an actual sea? Maybe. Eventually this rapidity made my stomach turn, and I went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions. 1, 2, 3. The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy and his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was green, varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch, poorly sewn on the front. "Who's this guy?" "So you're first year, then," he says. He folded his newspaper neatly, set it in his lap, and looked at me with a half-interested gaze. Did he just catch me staring? Now that the paper's gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was immaculately groomed. Words. His teeth straight and blindingly bright. There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. Oh, he's a vampire. Knew it, Lucy. He's a vampire. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Okay, no good. Me? He glanced around the compartment empty beside us and laughed. "Oh, no, I'm not a first year, I'm a third year." The train began to slow, metal wheels groaning against the metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep it together. What kind of impression would I leave puking on a student before I... Okay, I don't want to puke. The boy frowned. I picked up the hem of my cotton skirt. Picked up the hem. "That's not possible. I've never seen you before." It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response. Well,
It's because I'm a transfer student.
He laughed again. A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those. I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavy weight, off-white, had accumulated creases from my reading and rereading, as the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, and handed it back to me.
I'll see you around.
It's Jared. That guy's Jared. I figured, but I didn't want to assume, because you know what they say about assuming, and you and me, and I'm going to try not to swear, because those are naughty words. Well then, Hannah, I suppose I'll be seeing you around. He smiled at me as he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hiccuped in a response, he was already gone from the compartment. I stared out into the empty hallway of the train. Words are hard. It was then that I realized he, having gotten it from my knew my name. Words. The train settled at the station, and I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April, and the last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees were already green, their leaves shivering on the occasional gust, weaving through them. The air was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the road with a swarm of blue-jacketed bodies, looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowd. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me. I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained. It wasn't fair to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, I wasn't... Lucy, can I do words? I'm sorry if I spooked you. It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that what I owned didn't amount to much. My school issued black Oxfords, click, click, clicked on the pavement. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy for the first time. My new start. I always imagined that everything would change when the Fire Nation attacked for me on this walk. I don't know what these do. I'm not going to mess with them. That somehow everything would be magically different. What's this? Oh, diary. Dear diary, today is the day I finally go to Asagao. I couldn't sleep at all last night when Dad dropped me off at the train station and how my hands stroked my hair. You look like your mother did, he said, but he didn't elaborate. I miss Mom, I miss Dad, but hopefully this will be my first, etc., etc. Okay. It's day one. How do I leave? Do I click? Okay. That somehow everything would be magically different, but as I looked around I realized nothing had changed. I hadn't changed. Here. By the time I reached the massive gate to the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. The school, framed by the gate's twisting black metal, was just as beautiful as the glossy photos I saw in the pamphlets. This was it. Asagao Academy. I glanced around. The swarm of bodies gathered around the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people bounced around the academy's main building. A girl pressed a button to one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. A few moments later, the black gate, with great effort, creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along, a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots, and the crowd split off in different directions. For a moment, I panicked. Oh, that guy's old, but he looks wise. I'm going to call you Old Wise. A tired-looking man with graying hair called out for the first years, a cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him. It doesn't even feel like I'm talking anymore. Tall boy. Hey, hey, look at that girl. I turned. A few feet away, a small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Pink hair? Are you kidding me? Posh boy says that. Tall boy. How desperate can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. You feel your sins crawling up your back. I attached myself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. In the distance, cicadas hummed in time to my shoes crunching against the gravel. My hair. It wasn't my fault that my hair looks like this. Was she born with it? Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign at the lawn. Okay, it doesn't say. Primrose House. The building dwarfed me in size and sheer intimidation. I'm going to throw my glasses. There we go. And sheer intimidation. How many students did Asagao have? Ooh, who are you? You got a nose. As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. I looked away, then looked back. She was staring at me. She walked over.
Oh, you must be my roommate!
She talks? What? I don't need to talk then. I eyed her warily. She was smiling and bouncing in a way that suggested her views on life were akin to perpetual bouncy castle.
What?
Me?
Bingo.
Of course, you silly. Let me guess, room 325? I thought back to the paper I received a month prior with a list of all the supplies I need for the year in my dorm arrangement. Yeah, that's right. She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what was so funny. She was laughing. Was she laughing at me? What? I right-clicked. Okay. Return. When I found out my roommate was a transfer student, I knew you were going to be a total main character. That's why she has pink hair, Lucy. Come on, sit on my lap. She has pink hair because we're the main character. Lucy there. I love you. I love you, my puppy. Ow. Ow. Yeah, okay. With my... Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, what? When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? She had been making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on the campus and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble, Lucy. They began to tremble. Is there something wrong with my hair? Her face slackened from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again. No, it's great. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I'm sorry.
Okay, she's talking.
We're getting off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh, gosh.
Yes, you nerd.
I'm Mai Sasaki. You must be Hana.
I bowed my head.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you, Mai. All your school books are waiting in the room and your welcome letter, and I read the envelope. I hope you're not mad. Mai started walking towards the dorm's front doors. I followed behind like a lost puppy. I got a don't go. You're not a lost puppy, Lucy. Did you check in that front desk already? No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to. Good. They'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in a year 3, you know. Oh, is that your only bag? Just the one? I'm glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. Oh my, I can tell we're gonna be good friends. Wait, this seems familiar. See, you remind me of someone else from a different game I played. Sparky, or Spunky, roommate, or not, a friend. You're just like someone else I know. So I'm gonna give you that voice now. But I didn't wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know? She spoke quickly, the words bubbling from her mouth, and left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue. I gotta stop recording now because I'm getting close to the end. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Let's save. Day 1. Okay. So, that's it for this episode, I suppose. If you liked it, like it, but I'm kind of more confused than anything. Hello, Nicholas. If you want to see more Video Zeros, you can subscribe, or you cannot. That's your choice. You can dislike it, which would probably be the better option, considering how rushed this video is. And thank you for watching for more than 3 minutes. It really helps. And I hope to see you in the next episode if you are there. Goodbye, and good luck. So you got 6 seconds left of the recording. Goodbye!